You wouldn't go from this immediately to this. You have to cook it first. So why do so many men think it's okay to go from this to this without a little something in the middle? One of the most common complaints I get from women as a sex coach is that their partner doesn't understand what the hell foreplay is. So many men just dive into bed, whip it out, and try to put it in her. And I'm putting it bluntly because guys, you've been putting it way too bluntly to us for too long, and that is not how you do it. But I am here to save you. Don't worry. It's not your fault. I'm going to teach you how to do it correctly. I am sex and relationship coach Caitlin B. I help men and women all over the world to live better lives through better sex. I teach how to show up in the bedroom confidently and deliver the most amazing experiences to your partners. Make sure that you are subscribed here and following me on Instagram for daily sexy DIY tips. Ding, ding, ding. Foreplay. What is it good for? Absolutely everything. Foreplay, you've heard of it, but what is it? I mean, really. Foreplay, if you break it down, is just a bridge between penetrating and not penetrating. It's a bridge between arousal and sexual activity. It is the path by which we connect those things. And foreplay is so important. It increases her odds of orgasming. It improves lubrication. It decreases the chance of experiencing pain during sex. In a nutshell, foreplay makes sex way more enjoyable for her, and she will be more into it for you. Besides that, it also gives men more time to achieve an erection. It can actually help men last longer in bed by giving them more time to relax and center, ground themselves, and all the other things that I teach in my course, She Comes Too. Now, don't worry. If you are one of those guys that looks into a woman's flower and goes, how the heck am I supposed to make this thing bloom? Just be sure to watch until the end of the video because I'm going to give you 9 ways to master foreplay and become an amazing lover that will have her begging for you to bed her again and again. Number 1, before you start with the finger and the tongue lashing, take a deep breath, look into her eyes, and land in bed. Too many people are like flying, buzzing from a date or from wherever they were, from work or whatever, and they transition to sex without actually taking the time to transition. So yes, looking into each other's eyes and taking a couple deep breaths really does count as foreplay, and it will help to prevent you from rushing into sex before you're ready. In the same vein, I say a great way to start sex is by stretching together, going on a walk, doing exercise, getting hot and sweaty in a workout. You'll both already feel in your body, and then sex is just like a given, right? Number 2, on a woman, stimulate the skin outside and around her vulva. In other words, the skin that has the hair on it, the legs of the clit, the roots of the clit, the pubic mound itself. All of these areas feel really good. They're excellent to touch early on in a sexual experience. Think about it as hitting all of the spots around the target before you go for the bullseye. Number 3, try using the Kivin method of oral sex, which essentially means to come at the clitoris from the side instead of directly on top. A lot of guys go straight on, but she's going to notice the difference, and so will you. Going from the side allows you to stimulate the clitoral legs. It also leaves your hands free to stimulate her labia, her perineum, maybe to even penetrate her with your fingers. Try the Kivin method. It will blow her mind, and she's going to tell all of her friends that you invented this wild new oral sex technique. Or you can give me the credit either way. Or you can give Kivin the credit, really, that's who it's to. Number 4, use a sex toy or a vibrator. Bring in an anal plug or anal beads. Change it up. Before penetrating her, first touch her with a vibrator and see what pleasure that delivers to her body. Don't stop until she actually begs you to penetrate her. This is the best. Number 5, use blindfolds. Blindfolds are the most underrated sex toy of all time. I actually think that it is the number 1 most important sex toy after a vibrator. They build anticipation. They deprive us of the sensory visuals of watching you do your thing, and we don't know what's gonna go on when we're blindfolded. So grab a scarf if you don't own one. Think of ways to block the eyes and get one. They're super cheap. blindfold's an amazing way to spice up your foreplay. Number 6, read erotica together. This might sound kind of old school, and it is. That's why it's so great. Reading erotica is hot because you're using literature to stoke the fire of your imagination. You can read sexy passages to one another, and unlike porn, which can sometimes make us feel self-conscious about our bodies or the way they work or the way they look, erotica allows us to fill in the visual blanks with our own imagination. Number 7, try your hand at some mutual masturbation. Watching each other pleasure yourself is so hot. It gives you a visual. It lets you know what she enjoys and lets her know what you enjoy. It's like applying foreplay to yourself. You know what you like best, and so does she. So use that time to build up some pleasure for yourself, especially encouraging her to get herself close to orgasm by touching herself. And then when you go to penetrate, she has all of that built up orgasmic energy available to her during sex. Number 8. Change positions. Most people have a comfortable routine, and that is how they do all of their foreplay. So don't just lie her back and spread her legs. Maybe have her sit at the edge of the bed, or better yet, have her sit on your face. Change it up. If you're used to beginning sex in one position, begin in a different position next time. Maybe even catching her when she's putting laundry away or something and licking her from behind. Get creative and use novelty to put spice into your sex life. And now tip number 9, and I couldn't help myself, but roommate, if you ever see this, I'm sorry, not sorry. Make a love nest in the den or switch up locations in the house. If you are always used to getting it on in the bedroom, try the couch, try the guest room, try the kitchen, try the laundry room. Women's brains need variety, and switching it up can be super fun and exciting for her, and it will put an exciting spin on your foreplay. And if you want to take an even deeper dive into how to be amazing with foreplay, check out my course, She Comes Too, in which I devote an entire module to foreplay. This is designed to demystify foreplay and give you the exact step-by-step formula to giving her 1 orgasm, 2 orgasms, multiple orgasms, and setting her up to have multiple more orgasms after you penetrate. There is a science and an art to foreplay. It's not rocket science, but it is something that requires special care and attention. So check out She Comes Too. The link is in the description below. My dudes, remember, foreplay, once you master it, your woman will enjoy sex more. She will be more likely to orgasm. She will enjoy having you in, around, and inside of her even more. The more pleasure that you can bring, the better sex will be for both of you. Touch around the vulva, use that Kivin method. Let me know what you think about that one in the comments. Bring in some toys, vibrators, my favorite, the blindfold, switch up positions and locations. You have got this. Go spice up your sex life, spice up your foreplay, and make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so that you do not miss any other amazing tips and techniques to make sure you have the best sex of your life.